Come organize this kitchen appliance closet with me while I live stream with my paid subscribers on Facebook. I'm going to go through everything, empty it out, clean it, make decisions, and you can even watch me relocate and clean up afterwards.
Okay, so I'm going to overhaul this closet today. And that means to empty it out, clean it up real good. There are no systems really in here. We moved in, when you move into a home, you kind of just like guess, where things are going to be because sometimes it takes time to settle in. And as things change, as your stuff change, your needs change, your spaces change. So we didn't really have a lot of space for our appliances, and I don't want to put food in there. So really the only option for me was appliances and large items. But since then, we've acquired a food saver, and it's been sitting out because I don't have any room in there, and it's just been a little tight. When we go in there, we're trying to get something up high. It's too tight, and it needs to be a little bit less stuffy. So there's some things in there I'm going to remove. I've got a big long table here set up next to me, a big folding table, and underneath I've got a relocate bin, a donate bin, and I've got trash and some cleaning supplies. I'm gonna stick to my book today. I'm gonna stick to the I'm filming in 2 locations right now, my phone and my computer. I'm gonna start by purging and sorting, which sometimes I call purge sorting because you're kind of doing it at the same time depending on the situation. The next is contain. I don't think I'm really doing any containing. This project really doesn't have a budget. I don't really plan on buying anything unless there's something really like an organizing product that would really change things. But as you can see, there's a lot of space. It's a deep closet with deep shelves, and it's perfect for large items. So I don't really, the containing is the shelf and the closet. And then maintain. I'm going to be analyzing how we can easily maintain it. And I think that's going to be easy because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's really only like 6 really big appliances that we just want to be able to access. And this is like prime real estate for the lack of closets we have in our home. This is like miraculous. This is like one of the biggest closets we have. 1, 2, 3. We have 3 closets in this house, and that's our biggest storage. Nothing in the basement. Can't put anything in the attic. The garage is like a shed, basically. So, we're working with what we got. Charities ask, when you do containing, do you usually wait and find containers after you purge? Yeah. You want to see how big the pile is. You want to see how big the category is. Unless it's something really obvious and you're going to need like a container, like a turntable or something really obvious. But yeah, halfway through or towards the end, then you kind of have your layout, and then you know what kind of containers that you're going to want to get. But it's not always necessarily, a container. It can be the shelf is the contained area, or the closet itself is the contained area. But I do need to do a little cleaning. So I've got my vacuum, I've got a bucket of cleaner Fabuloso lemon scent, and some Lysol and rags. And I'm going to pull everything out first, give it a vacuum, give it a wipe, and then I'm going to start detailing and figuring out how I want to put stuff back in. Ooh. So I always hate going up into here because it's too crammed up there. And by the way, I've got my ruby magnetic hands, which I love these. My partner doesn't. But I love them because the cords aren't flopping out all over the place. And they're just, you might have seen my little video of the magnetic hands. It's hard to do with one hand, but I love them. They're fun. You just gotta get used to them. All right, that was the Cuisinart food processor. We got the juicer. We got the crock pot. I feel really lucky to have this closet. Like, this is really special for a kitchen. Otherwise, I wouldn't even know where I would squeeze these. I'm pointing to the kitchen right now. I don't know where I would even put them in there. Ooh, this is a fun one. So that griddle, this little cord's always kind of floating around. So I thought I would try to incorporate my ruby magnetic hands today with this to see if we could manage this cord a little bit better. But the key for these is to tie it. Because when I first got them, I was like, oh, how to keep them on? I just tie them. Tie it once. And then stick it to something magnetic. or stick it around the handle. All right, so there we go. I just stuck them around the handle, tied it to the cord, and then now we don't have to go searching for this when it disappears in the closet. All right. Ooh, the mice poop. So yeah, I feel like I need to like clean all of these, but that seems insane. Do I want ruby hands for these? Where'd they go? Where'd I put them? Oh, they took a ride. They took a ride on the crock pot. They got stuck. Is this magnetic? Oh, it is. Great. Let's do another one. I've got, how many left? I got one left after this. There we go. Fun. Oh, it makes me so happy. Yeah, it makes me so happy. It's nice. Hate to be salesy, but they're on my Amazon shop if you want to go there. I don't know where you'd find the link right now, but it's on my About page on my Facebook. I'm going to try to fit this tray in my kitchen cabinet. I wish I could take you there. It's like there's little slots and we have different trays, and I'd like this to stay cleaner. So I feel like a little wipe, and I'm gonna put it down in my relocate bin, because the relocate bins are for so you don't get distracted. Because if I walk there right now with this, I could open up a can of worms. And knowing myself, I could get easily distracted and start pulling everything out. And then you guys would be like, where did she go? Okay. Relocate. Okay. Oh, the ice bucket. We've used this once, but when you are having a party and you do need an ice bucket, what would be, is there like a disposable replacement for an ice bucket? You know, like why keep something like this? It's crazy, once a year. But my partner's big on like hosting and serving, and so she's like, yeah, let's keep this. But like, what could you, like this could be the ice bucket instead, because this is double use. I'm just kidding. Anybody got ideas? So I'd love to be like, let's donate this and then use the other thing once a year. So my thought for this, because this is prime real estate, this is really special for once a year, and especially that top shelf is crammed when we want to grab the food processor. This was my thought. In the one of our 3 closets that we have for the house, we have party supplies. And again, we don't use these too often, but we do sometimes. And there's a lot of room in here. So I would love to do this. Yes, this feels good. Need a little space. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that. Yes. Because when coworkers, when we're going to host a party, we're going to be going into this box, and then we're going to say, oh, look at that ice bucket. Let's use that. Yeah. What would you do if you wanted to replace your ice bucket? Would you just, like, I wouldn't want to just go get like a styrofoam cooler just to throw that away. That's sad. Oh, wow. Interesting. Use the igloo first layer in pretty napkins, textiles drape over the sides, and then add a plastic layer, then add ice. Don't forget the classy silver tongs. Ooh, there are tongs in there. You know what's funny about using what you have? I feel like you can always bring a better aesthetic, like prettiness, to like using cardboard boxes. Like if you use cardboard boxes in a drawer to organize, or even like if I used a cardboard box, see the plastic tub up there, you can always dress it up. And I love what Sherry's saying here. We could totally use the igloo and drape things over it and make it pretty. And that's like the one time a year to save space. I love it. I love it. All right. Oh, I want to get rid of this. Oh, I wanted to get rid of these. We already have a strainer. We have a plastic strainer. And I'm not the kitchen manager, but I promised my partner I would leave a little pile of ask. So it's gonna have a little ask pile, and then we'll see at the very end if this still has a home. These are also good. You can hang them too. Got a little space on the side to hang them up. And then, oh, rice cooker. Who uses the steamer pot for the rice cooker? This is a cheese plate, which we love doing like when my mom comes over, but we always forget it's in here because the other plates and the trays are over there. So this is Relocate, and this should slide right on in. Relocate. Oh. Cleaning. I'm cleaning too. Cleaning. I'm going to come back with the comments in like 2 minutes. Catch up with you guys. Oh, this is so much fun. Okay. Relocate. All right. Gosh, I never go in this. Food processor accessories. I feel like when I'm in clients' houses, these are always like crammed and stuffed into the cabinets and the drawers because they're just like, I think this is for like when you're doing something really small. And then different blades. I don't think I've ever changed these. What's this, a little book? I mean, I'll keep them, but they're not worth taking up space in the kitchen. What is this? Recipe book? Yeah. Really? Am I gonna really make these recipes? Well, there's instructions too in the front. Here's the thing, is if this is the space for all these and the book can fit, that's fine. I'm not trying to stress on that. But do I want it in this closet? Let me wipe it. I think by the time I go through everything and purge and sort, I'm gonna have a lot more space because there's some stuff down here that I really don't want in there. There's some glass and vases and they're not working very well in there. So I think this going back in there makes sense, especially that's where the food processor lives. And maybe it could go down low. Because as you guys know, I'm sure, your prime real estate, right, is anything within reach like this. Here, here, and here are the prime real estate, easiest things to grasp. So those are the most commonly used items. Down there is like the least commonly used. Sometimes you can't really stick to that depending on shapes and sizes. Like certain sizes can only fit certain places. So, all right, well, the mouse poop's there. Let me just vacuum that real quick because it's gross. Okay. The cats are upstairs because I knew they would want to be all in this closet, walking all over the mouse poop. The ice bucket is a cousin of the party supplies. The cooler is a cousin because they're similar in function, but not exactly the same. The party supplies are coworkers, and family would be other ice buckets. Okay, have you addressed the critters? I have some mouse traps. Sorry, we're in the country. It's a lot. I know some people get mad. I lived above a barn. My last place was a studio. We lived above a barn, and to keep the mice out was like a daily battle. And sometimes it's just like where you're living. I love animals. Some people say get rid of the extra blades. Oh, for the Cuisinart. But what can you do other than throw them out? Who would want to buy just a blade? Maybe sell them on eBay? Yeah, no. Scrap metal yard. I love the resource of a scrap metal yard because I go personally, and anything that's metal, I'm like, oh, I don't want to throw this away. I can go recycle it and get a little money. Ooh, look how damp it is in this closet. You guys remember my basement flooded? Well, we live on a really wet property, so everything is like extra moist, and I need a new one of these. Trash. And the hanging bag's great because it doesn't take up shelf space like those little container ones. Notepad to buy. Damp rid bag. Yuck. I feel like this one is seen its day. These are still good. hang those lower. Okay, let's talk about vases. Oh man, I love flowers, but man, it's so easy to collect vases, isn't it? Who's got a ton? Laura, are you still there? I know you love your vases, but like how many of each size do you need? And especially if you're a decorator. I'm not as much of a decorator. I don't care as much about an aesthetic, but like you only need like one single flower vase, like just one for single and then one for a bouquet. So two, a little small one. I have a tiny, oh, here. Here we go. Four by size. There we go. Tiny, small, single, and the big. But I don't like them in here. We don't like them in here. We want to work these into the kitchen, and I believe we will be able to do that. So I'm going to put this in Relocate. And plus, they get really gross in there. Ooh. 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 What if somebody developed like nesting vases? That's gotta exist. Nesting vases where the big one fits in like those people, can't think of, Russian dolls that like stack within each other, and then you can have multiple sets of vases. Oh no, my computer's about to die. Okay, saved it just in time. Whoa. So yeah, stacking vases. Somebody needs to invent it. This is the one guilty pleasure gadget that we love. It's the Vegetti. Amazing. We make zucchini pasta a lot. We're gluten-free, so this is my one special little gadget. This was great. This came in handy the other day for the first time in a year. Oh, man. Little containers, little jars. I am currently getting purple carrots. Where's the logo? Oh, there it is. Purple carrot. They're meals that come in the mail, cold, and they're already like pre-measured, and that's really helpful for me because I don't have to decide. And they send little containers, and it's so hard not to want to keep them, but they are recyclable. I love my purple carrot. It really helps me. No grocery store visits, no decisions on what to cook other than when you're just ordering it. And it ends up being like $13 per serving per person. So 2 meals, 2 really great healthy plant-based meals are like $63 a week. This is not an ad. This is just my life. My partner loves jars, but she does jar things. This is her ask pile. This is recycled. This is her ask pile. No, she really does. She jars tomatoes and vegetables from the garden, and we have to talk about the jars. Ew. Okay. This should not live in here. This is gross. This is gross. Freezer paper. Yeah, no, this should be, this is a fresh box of oven bags for the turkey. How are we gonna remember we have this? Where does this live? Ooh, oh, okay, I have a drawer in the kitchen over there with Ziploc bags and tinfoil, so this can live in there. Relocate. The big extra large boxes are such a pain. Sometimes you can store them on the back of a cabinet, like if you buy something to install, you can stick them in there, but this is just so long. Why does this have to be so long? Because it has to cover a big tray of paper for arts and crafts? Okay, where do you guys keep your super long boxes? Because I don't have an idea, and it's not gonna work in there. Okay, I want to look at the comments. This is I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it will reveal itself later. every container like this ends up being for watering plants, and it's never for what we like making juice or tea. Like we don't do that. Is this a party supply? I'm so glad you guys are here because these decisions, I'm coming back to the comments in like 2 or 3 minutes. I'm gonna see if I can finish this shelf here and make decisions. My gut says is we don't need this for kitchen purposes. This is more like for plants and utility stuff. So I don't want this to live here. We're not touching it. It's easily replaceable. I could go to the thrift shop and get another one. Plus, we have a ton of glass containers, like big tall glass things. Maybe there'll be some in here. So I'm going to donate this because I have 2 other ones for plants. I do not need this. Donate. Clean it. Clean it. Donate it. Okay. Oh, this is for the espresso machine. Oh, which is down there. Espresso. Okay. Oh, partners. We love our partners for the things they keep. This is an example of that jar, but it doesn't have a lid, like something we could put juice in. But the lid, even that small one I think I tried. Yeah, these are not mine. Yeah, did you ever try to drink, like have one of these waters to like drink the whole day? They're just too cumbersome. I have so many clients that end up getting rid of these because the idea is fun for like what time I should drink my water. I just don't think they're successful for many people. At least I haven't seen any success stories from it. I can't make decisions for my partner. I don't want them in there. Ask pile. Maybe if I do good enough on my end, there can be one shelf for jars, her stuff, and then that way I can just ignore that shelf because then it has nothing to do with me. It's just all her, and that's a good compromise, I think. I'm coming back to the comments soon. I'm almost done. Salad spinner for salads. I think this is like a seasonal thing. We use this a lot, and then we don't use it. Like summertime, we use it more. We're going to join a CSA this summer, and we're going to get tons of fresh greens, so we're going to be needing to wash a lot of greens. An extra set of Pyrex bowls with lids. Wash this. I'm coming back to the comments as soon as I vacuum off this middle shelf here. And then I'm almost done purging and sorting, and I can get to containing, aka organizing. Ooh. Did I just go ooh as I bent down? Ooh. Laura, are you still there? How's your foot? Are you, when you bend down, you're hurt, your bum foot? Laura's healing from a foot injury, and I haven't seen her in a few months. I'm gonna see her soon. We're gonna have organizing marathons, I think. Oh man, an old school thermos. Yes, it's plastic, but man, they don't make them like they used to. Remember the ones with is a glass inside? There she is. She's still there. I love you. We haven't used it. We haven't used it. Great idea. Like we're gonna go somewhere and need hot soup. I think we've talked about this way too many times. And what happens if you don't have it? What's gonna happen? Is it the end of the world? It's not. Donate. It's the jar that's too tall that doesn't fit with the other jars in the other cabinet because it's too tall. I've made more space in drawers for my partner's jars. This might fit in there. Relocate. I wish I could take you on my relocate tour. Maybe I will after we're done the live. I just bought myself a chest mount for my camera and a head mount so that I can show my hands doing videos. So maybe when we're done, after the live, I'll put up another video or I'll put them together at one point and show you my relocating of these items, because I think that would be really helpful probably. Okay, I love these. These are the one of the most common products that I recommend as an organizer, because it's hard to recreate something like this. And this one's really cool. It's dirty. You can probably see the cobwebs, but this is cool because it adjusts. You can make it either, how do I do that? Really long, really long. The only problem is the legs. Of course, you got to measure and make sure the legs are good, but then you can also make it shorter. I don't think I have something like this on my Amazon shop though, now that I'm realizing that. I don't know if I'm gonna need this again, because the goal is to keep just big, large things in there. So we'll see. I'm coming back to the comments here in a few. I think I'm definitely gonna run over an hour, so hope you guys can stay a little longer. I always run over. I'm having too much fun. The dopamine is flowing. Ooh. Vases. How cute. How cute. I actually did pull one of these out and put cute little blue flowers, and then in the spring I go on a flower walk and I pick out different flowers and put them in there. I love this. Body language, happy, joy. It sparks joy. Keep, but not here. So it's not going back in. Oh, relocate. Relocate. Oh, cleaning. Cleaning. I'm gonna dip into my bucket of Fabuloso. All right, I'm coming to the comments, I promise. Thanks for being here. How many viewers? We got 17 people. I love it. Intimate, small group, quality back and forth. We also have a beetle infestation. They look like ladybugs, but they're beetles. And one of them made its way into this tray. Relocate. All right, let me vacuum this shelf, and then I'm going to come answer more questions. Hang out, see your comments. Living the dream with a Dyson stick vacuum. It's amazing. It's amazing. All right. Olivia, I have an emotional connection to my vases. How do I let go of that? Your emotional connection to your vases. Well, I mean, is it a problem? You know, what's wrong with that? Are you tripping over your vases? Are there other things that could be organized better because of your vases? Are you asking the question because you want to be able to let go of your vases? And if you do, you know, it depends on how many you have, but if you put them all together, you could see them side by side. Can you pull out your favorites? Can you pull out one of each different kind, color, or size, and then see if you have a few left? Or even just let go of one or two just to like move forward 1%. Sometimes we keep extra large boxes on top of the refrigerator. Top of the fridge is like so tempting to put things. Especially top of the cabinets. We do have like the perfect amount of space for large circular bowls and trays. And as much as it goes against my aesthetics, it's just like the perfect spot, and I just ignore it. Just because like when you're renting, you're limited, so it's just like, you know what? It's only so many battles. Sometimes I just have to turn off my aesthetic needs for functional. Tilda says, my problem is really with my relocate pile. I mean, I don't have any space for it before I clean something else out, and then it just ends up being clutter. How do I avoid that issue? How are my ums and you knows doing? Am I doing good? Have I said a lot? Okay, let's see. Just pause and think. Relocate pile, don't have space for it. Well, it's really important to think through your relocate pile. And you really have to know yourself. There's a lot of variables. Sometimes I'm realizing it's, as a consultant, I can organize everything, but I need somebody to tell me what they need to organize, why they need to organize, and show me the space, right? So like if I don't have certain information to work with, it's harder to help somebody. So let's see, my relocate pile. I know that I have the weekend. So some of the stuff in there, I have already pictured in my mind. I know where it can go. That's easy. For my clients, normally I'd say, if it can't go away easily, don't relocate it. Like, don't create a new mess for yourself. Work it back into here, maybe with a note. Or if you can, knowing your personality, maybe set the relocate pile aside, but that can be dangerous. It can be murky. So you really have to know how big a can of worms you're going to open if you create a bigger mess somewhere else. All these things that are getting relocated already have another room or an area they can live in. It's just going to take a little bit of critical thinking. None of this is going to be that detailed. And if it was, you really have to ask yourself, do I have space and time to do that right now? And as you can see, the closet really wasn't that bad to begin with. It was, still workable, but I just wanted it a little bit better and I needed to clean it. So I took the opportunity, right? If you're going to clean it, might as well reorganize it. So I could put everything back and it would still function fine. There's no really major issues, but I just wanted a little bit better. So I hope some of those answers help you. Joanna, don't ditch the adjustable wire shelf. You never know when it can be used in another organizing project. Oh yeah, absolutely. No, I totally keep stuff like this around in one area with bins that I love to use, because if I'm reorganizing another area, I'll come back and look through my organizing containers or repurpose it for a client if I haven't used it. Totally. And my emotional connections have become simple at age 46. When was the last time I used it? Am I willing to keep this clean and maintained forever? Usually no. Sometimes yes. Right? Depending on the season in your life, sometimes it's really easy. Especially if you know your future. If you don't know your future or what's the next step? Are you in your home forever? Those things can help with decluttering. All right. The cooler we are using. Heat. I'm on a mission now. Now it's time. We gotta get going. What's this? Oh, this is for the juicer over here. We've got the fire blankets and the fire extinguisher, which I would love to hang up or maybe put under the sink, but we'll see. We'll see what winds up back in the closet. I'm gonna put everything back in ideally first. I'm gonna make it all spacious and Martha Stewart vibes, and then see where we're at and see if I have to cram more in there. So that's the goal. Oh, I feel like we have too many of these, but gosh, they come in handy sometimes when you've got a lot of something. Like we have got these for cat food, or sometimes we'll do chips. I don't know. Look at me. Look, I'm holding them like someone's gonna make me get rid of them. Look how well they nest. They don't take up a lot of space. It's just really nice to have that specific type of thing. But what's the difference between that and this? Plastic. I know. All right, cleaning. This is a tension rod that doesn't fit anywhere in the house, but it retrieves cat toys from underneath the couch. Yes. Do I remember that it lives there? I don't. The broom. All right, cleaning time. How you guys doing? You good? Good? I'm almost done. Can I finish in 10 minutes? Faster! My cat's coming upstairs and playing in the closet. I'm also wondering where the mice are coming in at. Ooh, I do see a little hole over here by a pipe. I might have to fill that. Okay. Oh, this feels good. Ah, yeah. How how to organize everything. We have purged and we have sorted. We are now going to contain, and we are also going to think about how to maintain so this closet can stay functional. And I never have to do this ever again. Just kidding. I guess if we keep acquiring kitchen appliances, that could change things. All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh man, let's see. Most commonly used is the crock pot. And the crock pot, you don't want to have to reach up and you don't want to have to go down low because it's heavy. Right there. Oh yeah. Ooh. Next most used is the griddle. Oh yeah. Yep, that's nice. That's nice. Ooh, oh look at that. The magnetic hands caught the little cord from falling. All right. So I'm going to center that. Look how much space is around that. That's really nice. Will it stay that way? We'll find out. Next most commonly used appliance is the Cuisinart food processor. That's nice. And then what about the accessories for it? Can it sit on top of the accessories bin? Oh yeah. I'm going to leave a little space next to it so we can easily grab it. Leave space. There's another organizer, Ali Shaw Organizer, that's another content creator, and she said margins. Leave some margins around your stuff. Like you have margins in a book. It gives the eye a break. And I thought that was really awesome. Next used item is these are the most commonly used. So right now we're not using the espresso maker. But this has this little cup that goes with it. Just thinking if you try to pull it down, it's got this and it's got this with it, and that can slide around. So if you're pulling it down, you can hit yourself in the face. So we're gonna go here. I'm wondering if that metal shelf might help with some of the smaller stuff, but we'll see. I'm just kind of guessing. Juicer, this doesn't, oh, this has this cup. I like this. And the cup can go next to it closed. Woo, I'm so excited. All right, that got a little tight, but that's better. Hey, it's better than what it was, that's for sure. That's nice. I like that up there. All right, next is the food saver. We still have not figured out how to use that. It was a Christmas purchase. Anybody else there using their food savers? The goal is to be canning and jarring and having food to last a little bit longer. We want to grow lots of vegetables and do all those things, so we are learning. I think that because the food saver comes with bags, ooh. Who was nibbling? Was it the cat? I don't know. Ooh. Okay, well, this is gonna stay out and maybe we need fresh bags because it looks like something nibbled. I feel like the food saver is gonna need a bin to keep the bags clean, so this is gonna be trash. Food saver. It's long. Maybe here. That's nice. Still plenty of space to grab the crock pot in and out. Ooh, that feels good. It's coming together real nice. All right. Baby crock pot for cheese. We got the grater. These are all like similar sizes. We got the veggetti. Let's see. Next big item is the cooler. Well, the cooler's lightweight. And then these also have like room in the front there, like down low. Let's see, what's next? Is that all that's left that's going in? Salad spinner, the bowls. Yeah, I think I still want the metal shelf. I think that's still gonna work. That's good. Just gotta pull the espresso maker back out. Yeah, this thing is gonna whack somebody. Can't this go? I don't use the espresso maker. Does that go up in there? Oh yeah. Oh, okay, so that can live in there. That's nice. That's nice. Okay. Let's put this back up in there. I think this will help utilize more of the height here. Like this stuff is taking up most of this space, and so is this, so that's really utilizing it, and you want to be able to fill it if you got it, so might as well. Okay. We're not really using these as much as this is probably the least amount of things used that come from this closet. That's great. Yeah. Uh-oh. A bunch of water just came out of this. Where'd that come from? Oh, there's a reservoir with water in it. Ew. Window. Oh, you can see. Okay. Okay, this needs a good cleaning next time it comes out. Cord management. Cord management. Magnetic hands to the rescue. Terrible, annoying cords. Oh, yeah. Oh, it makes me so happy. Ding, ding. The grater. Back there. We've like used the grater like once a year so far. Veggetti. I don't mind unstacking things if they're rarely used, but if you're going in there and you're grabbing stuff really quick, you want it just one step away. But like there's some, I'm stacking a couple things, but that's because if I rarely go to it, it's not a big deal. The door is 1, pull the veggetti off is 2, and then pull the bowls out 3. All right, little crock pot. Oh, slide underneath. Oh yeah, turn the lid upside down. That can slide under there. That can slide under the metal shelf. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's nice. That's why the metal shelves are really great. Oh my gosh, is that it? Am I done? That's, oh, this stuff. Arguably these could hang up or go under the kitchen sink, but I like them here. Yeah, these are great on the side right here. Talk about easy to get to. Yeah. Oh my gosh, there's room. There's space. Hang the broom back up. Fly swatters. Yeah. Wow. Hey. Oh! When things were going to get real serious, like right before I cleaned, I was going to go. Forgot. Missed opportunity. Costume change. How we doing? Hey, that feels good. Yeah. Nice. We got room to grow. Talk about maintaining. I guess is really the last step is how to maintain it. Room to grow. I guess that's the biggest thing because if we get a new appliance, I don't know what it would be. I'm not the kitchen manager again, so I'm not fully in charge. We've got lots of room. and things can always squeeze in a little bit more. Right now it's very ideal and laid out really nice, so that's amazing. We've got a couple things to ask my partner about, and they're small. And I've got a relocate bin. So here's my relocate bin. It's not too bad. And two of the items are going in a slot in a cabinet right over there. And the vases just have to be worked into the glasses cabinet. And yeah, I think we're good. Not really no side projects. I got two items to donate. Wow. Just want to appreciate it for a moment, stare at it. Great. So yeah, I was like, I want to sit down and get cozy and like finish the rest of your comments. Tilda, the long boxes fit in a drawer, by the way. They do? I thought I tried it. Be right back. It fits! I didn't put it in there. I know there's mice poop on it, so I didn't put it in, but it fits! I had no idea. I've got a little bit of cleanup to do. It shouldn't take me too long. It feels nice. I'm just enjoying the product, the finished product.
All right, we're going to clean up, and we're going to start with relocate pile, which was what people had the most questions about. Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. Okay. Notice the mess I made before I organized. Okay. This should be pretty easy. This is a cheese plate that should slide right on in here. So, this, yeah, together, these are both cheese plates. That's delightful. Then we have this tray. We wanted to keep it cleaner, and then rather than having it in the closet, I do have bakeware in another cabinet. Just deciding if I want to move this. I think I want to move this because these are just trays. I don't really use the cookie coolers, but that's okay. There we go. All right, now let's go see if the other cabinet can fit this, because it would make more sense. It would make more sense in here. That pan goes down in there. Oh, that pan goes there. 3 baked pans go together. Wonder if these could nest. No, that's not ideal. All right, these are rarely used. I'm wondering if they could go up in there. I'm not sure. I can't see. I'm trying to film with a chest strap. Oh, you know what? I'm okay to do this. We're going to merge those together. That's nice. That's great. There we go. Okay, now we've got these. We're going to go in this drawer in the back for Thanksgiving, one time a year. All right, next is going to get a little bit more complicated. All right, let's see. So I think this was too tall. I'm not sure. It's supposed to live in this cabinet up here. So right now, a side project already is jars. Was this too tall? Oh, it's not too tall. Jars are overflowing, but once tomato season and summer hits, we're going to be filling and using all of our jars. So that's nice. That can go there. These can actually live. We have 2 drawers of ball jars, nicely organized. These are just from filming. I have these chairs. I have to put them back. Yeah, nice in there. So I'm wondering if these can live in one of these drawers. New jars, new lids. Ziploc bag maybe. Ziploc bag, so they're not so, doesn't take up so much space. There we go. Yep. Fresh lids. Slide them back down in there. There we go. Yeah. Recycle. Okay, next we got the vases. Well, I know that we have space up there. That top shelf, like rarely used, arguably purgeable. Love how it's getting, I don't love how I'm stuffing them up here, but they need to be, oh, this is plastic. Plastic.
Okay, and these are too tall. Are these too tall? They are too tall. I'm hoping here. So I would be okay to get rid of, oh, what about this one? That's good. I'd be okay to donate this because it doesn't fit. I'm not attached to it. I'm gonna donate it because, as you saw, the container with a bamboo lid can double as a vase. So this can be easily replaced if I didn't have it. Donate. Donates, I'm gonna put out with my client donations by the car. So that'll go by the door. I will take those out on my next way out. These are to ask my partner when she gets home. So I will put them on the kitchen table. Did I finish the relocate box? Nope, got distracted. Relocate. Last one. These. And there is another little jar floating around. Perfect. I'm gonna have to think on that one, I think. Nothing's coming to mind right now, but I know I could easily work that in. Okay, we're done with relocate. This goes back out with my organizing. That goes out to the car with my organizing stuff.
At this point, I've officially finished my project as far as relocating the stuff that was in the closet that I didn't want in there. Now it's just time to clean up and put everything away. I recently got this chest mount and I'm really excited to practice, so bear with me as I learn and figure out how to best move around in order to show you guys my systems. That shelf you're seeing there is just kind of my transition shelf. It can look a little messy from time to time if I get really busy, but when I do get a chance, I am able to go to that shelf and handle all those active things. It's usually stuff that I need to like figure out, projects. Right now I'm staging things to go up the stairs. Those will all go to my office. All the cleaning supplies are an easy put away. Pretty much most of the cleaning supplies live downstairs. I love a turntable underneath the kitchen sink. It's one of my favorite things. And because our bathtub doesn't work, we've used it as a paper goods closet. That's been kind of nice. It's really easy access. I recently purged a lot of my rags in my rag bin, and it feels really nice to go into. I don't have to dig anymore for the rag that I'm looking for because I have only selected about 8 rags to keep. This empty sugar container actually needs to be filled. Can I just say how much I love my Dyson stick vacuum? Why are they so expensive? I wish I would have gotten one years ago. I never wanted to prioritize the money to spend on a vacuum cleaner, but it just makes such a difference. I recently acquired this folding table for clients. I'd always dreamed of bringing it with me, and it really makes organizing a lot smoother and efficient because you can create a nice sorting table and use underneath it for like donate and sorting bins. Back to the storage tub. A stack of buckets there, and then the pitcher that I use for watering my plants. I'm realizing my microphone, you can hear it vibrate when I'm walking. I'm not sure how I'm going to eliminate that. Got a nice clean table. I still have to learn how to unfold it and set it up and take it down. I'm going to stage all this outside because I'm either going to take it to the garage or put it in my car. did finally realize that that fire extinguisher has a date on it from 2019, and I completely missed it during the video. The very bottom, all it says is 2019, and it was just so obvious I completely missed it, which is crazy for me. Usually pretty attentive to details, so looks like we're going to need a new fire extinguisher. Time to break down the filming equipment. All this lives upstairs. The more equipment I get, the more it takes time to set up and break down for videos. My goal this year is quality over quantity as far as my content. Those will go upstairs. They kind of just sit in the guest room. I have a lot of little tables that I use around the house. Love my timer. And now I'm going to put back everything that is basically our mudroom wall. As I mentioned in many of my videos before, this room services or functions as many, many different things. So it's a very busy, active space. It is a little overstimulating with visuals. It's not super aesthetic. This is my partner's little area there, that cubby and actually the shoe tray. She's on a different organizing journey. We all are. So right now, that is really helpful for her, to support her. She has that whole unit, the 3 cubby unit, to put anything she needs in there. And that way I don't have to work around it or use it. It's just her space. As long as everything's there, she knows what's there, that's fine. And that's fine for me. And that's an improvement for her life. But as I was saying, this room functions as a lot. We've got the mud room, we've got the pantry, the eating space, the laundry room, the cleaning supplies, the kitchen. That's a control center right there with the calendar. I've got my transition shelf, which is behind me at the moment, the white shelf. That's just stuff that I dump incoming and outgoing, and then anything active that needs to be decided on or figure out. What's nice is when you have systems and you know they're there. There's no rush for my transition shelves. There's no rush to have to do anything about it until it's necessary. Now, I'm putting the remaining active items on the kitchen counter because the fire extinguisher, I needed to look and see if there was a date there, and there's a couple things I have to ask my partner about, and a couple things to decide on. So that's like the remaining active part of the project that will be finished within the next 24 to 48 hours. And we'll do that together. We're almost done cleaning up. It's not too bad. It was about a 20-minute cleanup. And the closet with my comments and followers talking took me an hour and a half, but I would think if I didn't talk out loud and talk with my followers, it probably would have taken me 45 minutes to an hour total. But I really had fun. I'm really grateful for you being here. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what you enjoyed, what stood out, what was the best part. Any feedback helps. I can't wait to use my chest and head mount more for future projects, especially for tidy up with me so you can see different systems. It's so nice when you're organized to be able to put things away quickly and easily. There we go.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna head out. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks again for being here. I appreciate it very much. Happy organizing.